Well, he has recorded his first ever gospel album with 11 tracks under Divine Rhythms production and Soulid Entertainment Media that has played a major role in discovering his talent and gave him a platform to shine. He recently released a brand new EP, mainly dance music, that's named after a title track, Crossing Over, which consists of 7 tracks. Keke Makhetha is joining us via Zoom to tell us more about his musical journey. Keke, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us and a warm welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Simpiwe, and good morning to the viewers at home.
Good to see you, man, and good to have you on the show this morning, Keke. Tell us how you started your musical career.
All right, thank you for that question. I started this at a very young age, when I was still at church, or I'm still at church, but that's where actually the talent started. That's where the talent was groomed. And I took part in talent shows at school as well, and also auditioned for particular groups like Joy Celebration, Spirit of Praise, and the list goes on.
I know that so many artists' careers first started in church, and yours is no exception at all. But then when you were performing in church, did you have it in mind that you wanted to be a recording artist, or you're simply doing it because you were in church?
I always had that in mind, and since I'm from a musical family as well, the background actually encouraged me, and seeing that my family didn't reach where I am, I saw it as an opportunity to break the boundaries, to change the narrative. Yes, yeah.
Now, your first album, how was it received by your audience?
My first album, the review was very good, even though it didn't do as we were expecting in terms of marketing and all of that. But the review, in terms of the review, it was very well.
Okay. And you sing different genres and styles, including Afro House and Gospel. Yes. Which one is your first love?
My first love is Gospel. Okay. But I decided to do Afro House because as an artist you have to grow, and not only grow in talent but also grow in terms of the support base, because you can't remain the same as an artist. You have to go from one level to another.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let's talk about your recently released EP. What's that about?
Okay, Crossing Over. It's about love. It's about hope. It's about, and if you can even hear the title track, Crossing Over, of the in terms of the album itself, it is taking us from one level to another. It's crossing over from the other side. Yes, it is about hope. It is about crossing from on the bridge. It is taking the listener from where you are to a new place. Yes.
Okay, so is it really a fusion of Afro House with gospel, or is it Afro House track and then another gospel track? Just balance us quick here.
It is an inspirational album or EP. It is not really a conventional gospel album. It is about inspiring the listener out there, the consumer, the music consumers out there, and yeah.
Who did you work with on your new project?
Oh, that's a good question. I worked with people like Lindani Gumede, who is based in Durban. I worked with Dustin Gossi, who's also based in Durban. And last but not least, I worked with Mluves, who is based in Escott. And yes, they did a great job on the EP.
Okay. Now, Keke, gender-based violence is, one of the topics that you focus on. Why is it so close to your heart?
It is close to my heart because it is affecting me. I'm a South African, and as a South African citizen, I have to voice out what is concerning me. I'm also part of a family, so it can happen even my family. So the sooner the better. The sooner I talk about it, the sooner I declare it or address it, rather, it is going to actually help me for the future that, you know what, there is somebody in our family who actually talked and addressed the issue about gender-based violence. And most of the time, the media actually, or the mainstream actually focuses on the female side of the violence. But now, this is GBV, gender, which is inclusive. It includes male, it includes female. It has nothing to do with a particular gender. So we have to speak out. Even I actually speak for the men out there who are actually shy to talk about this. Go out there, go to the police station, talk about it, talk to the person that you trust. And that is actually where it starts. Even in the families, let our families support our children, our fathers, our uncles, our mothers, our aunts about this issue.
But how do you address it then? Do you address it through your music or in other platforms?
I address it through my music. That's the platform that actually helps me, yeah.
Okay, great stuff. Now, any projects in the pipeline, Keke?
I am working on some few projects. We should expect it in February as we are approaching the Love Month. Yes, we are busy working on that as well.
Okay, we certainly can't wait to hear that project. All right,
Yes.
Keke, great chatting to you, man. Thank you so much for joining us. How do your fans follow you?
Okay, on my Facebook page, it's Keke Makhetha Music. Twitter, it's Keke_KCM. And Instagram, it's Keke_KCM.
Lovely, great stuff, Keke. Thank you so much for joining us. All the best, hey.
Thank you so much.